Hello everyone, myself Daniel, Director Manuscriptpedia. So today we will learn some of the basics on literature review. So this program is jointly organized by Cape Institute of Technology and Manuscriptpedia. So we will learn something like basics, like some like 10 to 15 minutes, some of the basics of literature review. So what is the definition of this literature review? Is mainly a literature review is a collection of all scholarly writing on a topic. Yeah, and it was said by another researcher, a systematic method for identifying, evaluating, and interpreting the work produced by scholars, researchers, and practitioners. So this literature is about like it's like a telling a story, a kind of chain story, where each writer starts with partial story created previously by others and expand on it. The existing literature is the story so far, and here main thing this literature will help you to develop a knowledge network in your own topic which you are selecting. So here you can see like mainly because this definition for literature review has been said by near lot of people in various definition, but this is the like a simple meaning word like systematic method for identifying, evaluating, and interpreting the work produced by scholars, researchers, and industrialists. So this is the definition of literature review. And what are the four main reasons for reviewing literatures? So there are many reasons are there, that is in the next slides. So these are some of the four main reasons. Focus on previous research. So this provide an overview and critical appraisal of past and current thinking ideas, policies, and practices. So previous research is very important. Why? Because some of the research scholars, they are most disappointed even in their final stage of their completion of their PhD is mainly they do a lot of literature review, literature survey, all the things they used to do, and finally they find a research gap, and then they start doing and they start publishing some 3 4 papers in their third year or fourth year. The most of the research journal, they ask the first question is, what is novel in this work? This work has been published earlier by this person or that person, that fellow. So what is something novel in it? The thing is, your objective should not be done by somebody within 1 or 2 years. So you have to select such objective. So main research gap you have to select like that, because the main problem is see, even so many, some of the top institute I have heard that the students they have done for 5 years or 6 years. So when they go for publication or something, so their faculty will be the corresponding author. So when the reviewer tell them, so this work has been done by these are all the person, then why you have done like that? When they ask some questions, the professor asks the same question to the research scholars. So what these research scholars do for 6 years? So these are all totally waste. So they have to do again fastly some other work, and so so many other cases, like so many problems were there because of this people. They have not learned this previous research properly. So even though they've learned properly also, they are causing many problems. But the main thing is, when you learn focus on this previous research, you have to think ahead of 10 years ago what will be the future technology and how advanced, like so many research scholars. Those are some of my friends, those who tell me that they are adding some AI techniques in their thesis, and machine learning addition in their thesis, because when we go for a job application or something, everyone they ask what are, what recent technology. So when they ask some 3D printing or this, they are adding this to their research. So those research scholars were hearing this, kindly go to this, because these things were currently a latest technology, and you can add do something, a small chapter ahead, and you can add it to in your thesis. And this another one main reason for this literature review is like you can add when you do a proper literature review, and you are writing a literature review paper of 3 4 papers, and you can add this to a single chapter in your thesis, so that you can escape from the plagiarism problem. So next one is how your study fills the gap. So here the main thing is, this literature review will help you to find the proper research gap. And the third one is, you can select the while you are doing this literature review, you can select a topic that makes sense, and that will help, that product or something will help to the society, and that solving some human problems, and how it is novel. These are all can be selected while doing this literature review. And see, this literature review only will help you to get the proper topic, proper topic or proper objective to your research. So these are all some of the other reasons for doing literature review. Like you can go through this, it will give you an idea, it cause may change your mind. See, those people starting while starting their PhD, they will have some title. When they go to second year or third year, surely their direction will be go to some other way. As research goes on, the facilities available in their institute, and it will goes on, and finally they will go some anyway. Those researchers will be doing some novel or sensible work, but still the when we are doing this literature review, when we study as more researchers what they have done recently, their papers, when you're going, our mind will, we can do this or that, and our ideas will be generated. And most of the thing you cannot do in your PhD, but when you complete your PhD, when you join as a faculty in some institute, you can give these all tips and tricks to your students, how to, the other knowledge which you share from this literature, and you can give them as a, like that knowledge will help you to get some project proposal, or giving some projects and other novel ideas. So the last one is to avoid duplication work. So the duplication work is a biggest problem, because as I said earlier, when they complete like 4 or 5 years, the same work will be done by some other work, and he will be writing a whole thesis and he will be submitting. But when you want to go and write or something else, the same work or same algorithms or same codings or something, it will be done by other persons. So again, you have to do the work or something. You have to change the algorithms or something. You have to change or something. He should find something new. So this literature review is very much important for such cases. So as we know, this is a common thing. Research publication. These are all the research publication thing, but research proposal is not, because why this research publication is come under this is some of the research proposal and research project has been published in some our journals, and we acknowledge them, and some central government websites. So these proposals also been published in the research categories. And this literature review, working with the literature, so there are four parts: find it, manage it, use it, and review it. As you find it, you have to search properly. You can use Google Scholar, or there are so many sources like Scopus, Web of Science, Science Direct, Crossref, Metadata, Mendeley. There are so many things are there. So you have to search properly. The screening is the very important thing, and you have to manage it. So you have to, normally people, as everyone knows, most of the people, they don't read the whole paper throughout. Only the core-related paper only they used to read fully. So most of the paper they read only the abstract and the conclusion. So even though if you read the abstract and conclusion, you have to take a note on like author date. There are, I in the begin slides it is there. I will share with you. So it should be in a proper manner, and these references has to be properly tracked. So how to use it? So this will help you to get a proper research topic, and it will help you to get the more questions, and find the research gap, and this will help you to get the methodology what you are doing for your research. And finally you have to review it, and you have to uh, actually in the literature review, most of the PhD scholar, while they are presenting, they mainly focused on what is the research gap and what is your objective, and the methodology what you are going to do for the at the further 3 4 years. So these questions has to be answered only if you do as like find it, manage it, use it, and review it as step by step. And the planning for the literature review is mainly you have to define the topic and think about the scope, and think about the outcome, and think about the management, and finally plan sources to be searched properly. And the structure for literature review article is as like most of the people used to write a lot of scholarly articles like abstract, keywords, introduction, methods, results, discussions, conclusion. So here in this reading strategies, so there are some tabular. You can see author date, title of the journal, title of the article, and the journal name, and the research questions and the methodology how they have done earlier, and the results, so was the behavior of the study, and the conclusions and remarks. So these are all has to be kept as thematic wise. Thematic wise is, for example, I will tell you, for example, a mobile phone may be there. A mobile phone has so many parts inside, like screen, buttons, volume button, and fingerprints. So if you are doing writing a literature review paper on this mobile phone, there must be some section for front camera, back camera, screen, touch, and so these are all separate theme. So with this touch screen, there may be some 20 30 articles. So this increase in volume and I'm telling an example. So like that, it should be thematically divided. You can have this tabular column in Excel sheet, and from the first itself, if you are in the first year, or if you any like faculty or something, you can suggest this to your students, so they have to do this. So this reading strategies will help them to easily identify each works has been done by which faculty. You can because this will help to easily collaborate to certain faculty, because the area of research which you do, you can choose from this strategies, and you can communicate with the faculties, and this will help to have a proper literature review. So the structure of literature article, as we see earlier: introduction, body, and conclusion and recommendation. So introduction, we will write whatever the topic. If you take the basics, from the basics, like some 1990 it was started by this person. This is the thing how it is developing. Because of this, this has been used for a lot of applications. So they will some basics papers we will write in introduction. So then in the introduction, the finally we have to write that in this present study, so these are all the literature has been categorized, and it is coming below, like that we will write. So body contains of what are all the articles, like as I said earlier, as per the theme. In each theme is separate authors will be telling their suggestion, comments. These are all will be added in the body. And the conclusion, you have to discuss your whatever the literature review, so far you have written some positive, negative, all the things. Not only you have to like praising all the authors, whatever the comments you can give in this literature review, where you can give some recommendations for some other article. Because the main thing is, when you cite each author and you will publish an article, so in Google Scholar, each author will receive a citation count. So they will check the citation count, and they will see which person has been published our article, and he has chosen our article as a reference for his journal literature article. So they will go and check what you have what you have given suggestion or conclusion or recommendation for the research article. So that will help for so many authors. For example, if I am writing an article, and I am citing, if some person over the next, those who are hearing, uh, so like 150 person has been registered for this workshop. 150 I am writing this article. So these all 150 people know that, okay, this person is writing literature review article, this is published, and he is doing some research in some the area. If you all are belongs to the same area of research, so what you all will, okay, this person is Daniel, he is doing some research in this topic. uh, okay, what is, you will go to his profile like Google Scholar, what is doing, his area of interest, what are all the earlier publications, how it is. So these are all will happen. Even lot of another one main advantage is, like, because of this literature review, we get lot of uh, contacts in the mean, from research gates. Lot of I receive lot of text using research gate, then in LinkedIn. So people search and they find somehow, and they will ask some, how you did this and how you did that. So another main thing is, like, you will get lot of reviews. For example, even if you may a PhD student or a faculty, from reputed journals, if you want lot of reviews from other countries, or other journals, or some top reputed journals. So when you publish as many journals in literature review, you will get more citation, and as well as these citations people, those who are seeing, when they received a journal. For example, if I am a publication company, if I am receiving some article from the X, and some why. For example, if you are expert, I know that you have done a lot of literature review article. So what if I am editor or from the editorial board member, what I will suggest is, okay, he is writing some literature article, okay, that fellow, we can send him a review, and he will send this X article to the person already who has written literature review article or published some technical paper. So this will happen. So even the way I'm telling is, even most of the friends, and even I have received very many articles over there. Another one thing, in normal article getting citation is very difficult, but literature review article, even in 1 year, minimum of most of the literature review article, those who are writing, I have seen that minimum of 50 citation will come from some other sources. Minimum 50 or 30 something will come, because even I have seen lot of literature review article, the citation, if you see, it is very much huge. Why? Because the people reading, for example, 150 articles, they are coming to the joining and PhD. They don't read 150 articles downloaded, and they won't read 150 articles. Just they will check 4 5 literature review papers regarding their topic, because that will help them to find who are all the authors, and who are all doing in which areas, on which year they have done this. So these are all will help them only with the help of literature, only with the help of literature review. So, so in this literature study, it's not everyone has to do the same. Like this person has done this thing, this person got this much results. Should not only tell them everything in a positive way and what they have done. It should not be like writing the same thing in your literature review article. That is not a good thing. So you have to give some suggestions, comments. See here, similarly, author B points to, so author C make the case, so author also makes this point. So if they done this, the article will be looks more better. So in future they can do this. You can give some suggestion to them. For example, if you, because your area may not be that, but when you read that, you can give some suggestion, you can do that. So these all can be written in this literature studies, that will help some other authors for their research. And this reporting verb is very important, because the connection of words between these authors and sentences, so that is very more than this reporting verbs. This reporting words is very important. As I discussed, you can see here, for example, Daniel Etiol discussed this thing. He has conducted, for example, conducted this experiment. Author Daniel like Daniel Etiol emphasized, expressed in discussed. Because another one thing, in each abstract, if you see, the work is presented uh, in this present work, you can see this. So from this itself we can get some words. So most of the article, from the abstract and conclusion, if you read it properly itself, so here the comparison of this has been done, so final conclusion. So so these are all reporting words from the reputed journals and reputed uh, contents I have taken, and I have added here. You can take a photocopy, or you can use this for your while you are writing the literature review. This will be very much helpful for you. So this is a little basics on this literature review. Tomorrow we will see that like step by step procedure for writing literature review article in weekend. So thank you.